replace. These 21 cars won't last 40,000 miles, and if you're thinking about buying any of them, you might want to think twice, because some of these vehicles are failing so early that owners are spending more time at the dealership than actually driving their cars. Let's dive into the cars that are causing headaches for drivers everywhere and costing them thousands in unexpected repairs. Number 21. 2025 Kia K5. The 2025 Kia K5 starts at $27,190 and looks like a solid mid-size sedan from the outside, but don't let the sleek styling fool you. This car has some serious problems lurking under the hood. The standard engine makes 191 horsepower, while the GT trim pumps out 290 horsepower. With its turbocharged setup, the GT can hit 0 to 60 in just 5.2 seconds, which sounds impressive until you realize the engine might not cooperate. But power means nothing if your car won't run properly, and that's exactly what's happening with the K5. Owners are reporting a constant recurring engine code called P065312 that shows up between 1,000 and 12,000 miles. This isn't just a minor glitch. The car gets stuck at a certain rev point with no control from the accelerator, and the only way to fix it is to restart the entire vehicle. Imagine this happening on the highway. It's a huge safety concern that could leave you stranded or worse, cause an accident. Some reports say this problem comes from a defective wire harness, which is a pretty basic component that shouldn't be failing this early. The transmission has been called woeful by reviewers, and the engine is described as noisy and lackluster. The dual-clutch transmission in earlier models failed because of a solder joint issue, though Kia claims this is fixed for 2025 with a new wet clutch design, but the problems seem to persist. The electrical system is also causing headaches with the radio and backup camera freezing or becoming completely unresponsive. Owners report excessive road noise on certain surfaces, making highway driving unpleasant. Kia even had to issue a recall for 82,000 cars because the parking lights flicker or fail completely due to a software flaw. This defect reduces nighttime visibility and increases crash risk. The remedy involves a software update that can be done over the air or at a dealership. But the fact that this problem exists shows early software glitches are common. Consumer Reports gave this car a reliability prediction that's concerning, while J.D. Power rated it as great with 84 out of 100. The disconnect between these ratings shows how tricky it can be to judge a car's true reliability just from headline scores. The K5 might look good on paper, but real-world owners are dealing with engine problems, electrical issues, and transmission complaints at very low mileage. The combination of powertrain and electrical complaints suggests potential for ongoing frustration and unexpected service needs, even with warranty coverage. Number 20, 2025 Nissan Frontier. The Frontier is Nissan's mid-size pickup truck, starting at $32,050. It comes with a 3.8-liter V6 engine making 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. That's licensed from Mercedes-Benz. The truck can tow up to 7,150 pounds and can hit 0 to 60 in about 7.6 seconds, which sounds impressive, but the problems start showing up quickly. Consumer Reports predicts below-average reliability with a score of just 23 out of 100. That's pretty bad for a brand new truck. Meanwhile, J.D. Power rates its quality and reliability as great with 84 out of 100, but gives it an average driving experience score of 72. This split rating shows the truck might not have many defects initially, but has fundamental design issues that affect long-term satisfaction. The main complaints focus on an uncomfortable ride that feels rough and bumpy. The front seat padding is excessively firm and flat-making. Long drives painful, significant wind noise is present on the highway, adding to driver fatigue. The steering requires way too much effort at low speeds, making simple parking maneuvers feel like a workout. The turning radius is over 42 feet, which is larger than many competitors, making it hard to navigate tight spaces. The infotainment system has issues too, with a recall affecting certain Frontier models because the rearview camera can show a blank screen when you shift into reverse. This is obviously dangerous because you can't see what's behind you when backing up. The recall affects nearly 80,000 units, so it's not just a few isolated cases. This happens due to a software logic error within the center information display. The engine stop-start system is also jarring, according to owners, making the driving experience less refined than you'd expect from a modern truck, while the 9-speed automatic transmission hasn't shown major reliability issues since its debut in 2019. The overall package has enough problems to make Consumer Reports predict reliability issues ahead. The contrast between different reliability ratings highlights how initial quality doesn't guarantee long-term dependability. Number 19. 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. The Jetta is Volkswagen's compact sedan starting at $21,995. It features a 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine, making 158 horsepower in the standard model, or a more powerful 2.0-liter turbo in the GLI version that produces 228 horsepower. The GLI can go from 0 to 60 in about 5.6 seconds with either a 6-speed manual or 7-speed DSG automatic transmission. Consumer Reports expects this car to falter, giving it a reliability score of just 25 out of 100. That's pretty harsh for a refreshed model. J.D. Power rates its quality and reliability as average with 79 out of 100. But both organizations identify concerning trends. The main problems center around the infotainment system, which reviewers call unsatisfying compared to competitors like the Honda Civic. The touchscreen interface is complicated and poorly thought out, with settings buried deep in confusing menus. The Jetta also has problems with its brakes and climate system, plus owners report transmission issues, and a noisy engine. The 8-speed automatic transmission can be sluggish and frustrating during hard acceleration, often requiring sport mode just to get decent response. Some owners mention DSG lag, even though the 2025 model uses a different transmission, showing there's a general perception of powertrain hesitation. The standard Jetta's transmission is described as somewhat sluggish during hard acceleration. One owner reported that Hankook tires, rated for 45,000 miles, needed replacement at just 20,300 miles, despite consistent proper maintenance. That's less than half their expected lifespan, suggesting either poor tire quality or excessive wear from the vehicle itself. The engine has significant turbo lag until 1500 RPM, and power delivery is inadequate at low RPM, making daily driving frustrating. Interior noise from road tire and wind sources is higher than expected at freeway speeds, adding to the overall poor driving experience, while the Jetta offers good value and a spacious interior with a 5-star safety rating from NHTSA. The electronic issues, transmission problems, and premature tire wear suggest reliability headaches ahead. Kelley Blue Book shows 75% of owners recommend the vehicle, with styling and value being strongest attributes, but quality is consistently cited as the weakest point. Number 18. 2024 Toyota Tacoma. The Tacoma is Toyota's redesigned pickup truck, starting at $31,500. And you'd think with Toyota's reputation for reliability, this would be a safe bet, but the 2024 model has been anything but reliable. It comes with a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, making either 228 or 270 horsepower. Depending on the transmission, the automatic version can hit 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds. The biggest problem is widespread transmission failures that are happening within the first 1,000 miles of ownership. Symptoms include the transmission revving high as if it's in neutral, followed by loss of power and the vehicle going into limp mode. Some owners found metal shavings in the transmission fluid, which is never a good sign. A class action lawsuit has been filed alleging that even the replacement transmissions and torque converters are defective. Toyota issued a technical service bulletin for the 8-speed automatic transmission, outlining specific trouble codes like stuck pressure control, solenoid actuator, and torque converter. Clutch actuators stuck off that require replacing the entire transmission and torque converter. But here's the key point. This is a TSB, not a recall, which means Toyota only fixes the ones that have already failed. They're not proactively replacing all the potentially defective units. This puts the burden on owners to experience the failure first. The hybrid powertrain is also criticized for being noisy and rattling, failing to provide a refined driving experience. The interior quality has been called cheap, with loose door panels and a glove box door that feels disgustingly loose. Electronic issues are widespread, with owners saying the electronic stuff is way too confusing and difficult to shut off. The speedometer display is flaky, and Apple CarPlay connectivity is intermittent. Remote start doesn't work properly, failing to activate heated seats or steering wheel in cold weather, and preventing phone connectivity when used. There's also a recall for rear brake hoses that can be damaged by mud and dirt accumulation, leading to brake fluid leaks. This affects certain 2024 to 2025 Tacoma four-wheel drive vehicles equipped with 16-inch brakes and 17-inch Toyota wheels. 60 complaints have been filed with NHTSA, mostly about powertrain issues, compared to just 6 for the 2023 model. That's a huge jump in problems. This is especially concerning because it challenges Toyota's long-held reputation for reliability, showing that even the most trusted brands can have significant problems with new generations. The rapid onset of failures points to fundamental design or manufacturing flaws rather than typical break-in issues. Owners report long wait times for replacement parts, up to 95 days, and poor communication from dealerships. Number 17. 2025 Jeep Wrangler. The Wrangler is Jeep's iconic off-road vehicle starting at $32,690. It's available with several engine options, including a 3.6-liter V6, making 285 horsepower, a 2.0-liter turbo four-cylinder with 270 horsepower, a plug-in hybrid system, producing 375 horsepower, and even a 6.4-liter V8 in the Rubicon 392 that produces 470 horsepower. The V6 can be paired with either a 6-speed manual or 8-speed automatic transmission. Consumer Reports gave the Wrangler a reliability score of just 27 out of 100, which is pretty low. J.D. Power rates its quality and reliability as average with 80 out of 100 and driving experience as fair with 68. The main issues center around the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine, which is known for something called the Pentastar tick. This is a loud, rhythmic, metallic tapping sound caused by failed lifters or needle bearings in the roller rockers. If you ignore this problem, it can lead to camshaft failure and extensive engine damage with repair costs running into thousands of dollars. Some 2024 and 2025 models that share this engine have experienced cam issues at very low mileage, sometimes under 5,000 miles. The plastic oil coolers on the Pentastar V6 are also prone to cracking and leaking, which can cause more engine problems. These oil cooler failures are well documented and can happen early in the vehicle's life. Transmission issues have been reported too, with one owner noting their manual transmission clutch smoked after just 15,000 miles on a 2023 model. A 4xe owner reported needing a new transmission after only 1 month of use, with the vehicle experiencing sudden stops and requiring 2.5 months for repair. The 4xe plug-in hybrid model has its own serious problems, with a critical safety recall due to fire risk. The high-voltage battery can fail internally, posing a fire hazard, whether the vehicle is parked or being driven. Owners have been advised to park these vehicles outside and not charge them until repairs are completed. This recall affects 2020 to 2024 Wrangler plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Suspension problems are also common, with one 2025 Willys owner reporting persistent clicking from the front end that required replacing the wheel hub front axle intermediate shaft and spider gear within months of purchase. Reviewers frequently criticize the Wrangler's bumpy ride, small, uncomfortable interior, and lackluster steering. The steering lacks precision and requires babysitting on extended drives. Despite these mechanical issues, Edmunds found that over 80% of Wrangler owners were very satisfied after a year of ownership. The strong community aspect and adventure capability seem to outweigh the reliability concerns for many buyers. But the documented engine issues, oil leaks, and safety recalls represent real risks for potential owners. The marketing narrative of Jeep simplicity and proven performance contradicts the recurring complex engine issues and fire hazards. Number 16, 2025 Volkswagen Taos. The Taos is Volkswagen's compact SUV, starting at less than $25,000. It features a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's been upgraded to 174 horsepower from the previous 158 horsepower. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and offers both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. The odd version can hit 0 to 60 in 7.4 seconds, while FOUD takes 7.5 seconds. Consumer Reports gave the Taos a dismal reliability score of just 18 out of 100, which is extremely low for any vehicle. J.D. Power rates its quality and reliability as average, with 80 out of 100. But this disconnect shows how initial quality doesn't predict long-term reliability. The main problem areas include the transmission, engine, and brakes, but the most serious issue is head gasket failure happening as early as 14 months and 14,000 miles. This causes coolant to leak into the oil, which can destroy the engine. Volkswagen claimed they redesigned the head gasket for vehicles built after August 2023, but owners of 2025 models are still reporting this problem. The fact that the issue persists, despite the supposed fix, is very concerning. It suggests that either the fix isn't working or there are other factors causing the head gasket to fail. This means even purchasing a newer model year with supposed fixes doesn't guarantee freedom from known severe defects. The air conditioning system is also problematic, with one 2025 Taos cell needing an AC compressor replacement just 4 days after purchase. Some 2025 owners reported distinctive wahoo high-pitched sound or robotic vacuum cleaner noise from the turbo when accelerating. This sound isn't present in other test-driven models, suggesting manufacturing inconsistencies. Brake wear is also excessive, with one 2024 owner needing new rear brakes at only 12,000 miles. The dealership blamed this on small rear brake pads, which seems like a design flaw. Some models have also had issues with the exhaust gas temperature sensor, requiring parts to be ordered from Germany, which can lead to long repair delays. Common causes for EI/CIC issues include refrigerant leaks, electrical climate control problems, or compressor failures. While some owners praise the vehicle's comfort, fuel efficiency, and driving experience, others report significant early issues that contradict manufacturer claims of improvements. Number 15, 2025, Ford F-150 Hybrid. The PowerBoost Hybrid is Ford's full-size pickup, featuring a 3.5-liter hybrid V6 engine that produces 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. It also includes the innovative ProPower onboard generator system that can power tools and equipment. The truck averaged 25 mpg highway in testing, which is impressive for a full-size pickup. Consumer Reports has reportedly dragged down the overall F-150 reliability rating because of the hybrid model. There was a recall for 47 units due to an incorrect fuse in the high-voltage junction box. This fuse can blow under normal loads, causing sudden loss of motive power to the truck, which is obviously dangerous. Though this affects a small number of units, it represents a critical safety concern. Owners report significant transmission issues, including hard shifts, when transferring from electric to gas engine operation. The transition is described as unnecessarily hard on the transmission. The 10-speed transmission is frequently criticized for clunky shifting in the lower gears 1 through 4 and poor shift logic and feel. One owner of a 2021 PowerBoost experienced complete transmission failure at 83,000 miles, requiring a full replacement. Electrical gremlins and various error codes are common problems sometimes resolved by keeping the truck connected to a smart charger. The infotainment system, specifically the current sync system, is described as buggy and out of date with persistent Apple CarPlay connection issues. The anticipated Ford Digital Experience update is expected to address these concerns, but current owners are stuck with the problematic system. As Ford's first attempt at hybrid technology in pickup trucks, the PowerBoost is showing typical first-generation reliability challenges. While some hybrid components may have been used in other Ford vehicles, their integration into a heavy-duty pickup application introduces new stresses and potential failure points. The complexity of managing both an internal combustion engine and electric motor, along with the 10-speed transmission, increases likelihood of software glitches and mechanical incompatibilities. Some owners commend the hybrid's speed, power, and fuel efficiency, reporting an average of 24 mpg, but others express skepticism about long-term longevity, citing the hard shifts and electrical issues. The promise of enhanced efficiency and power often comes with the trade-off of being an early adopter who helps manufacturers identify and resolve initial production issues. Number 14. 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Grand Cherokee is Jeep's mid-size luxury SUV, starting around $37,035. It's available with a 3.6-liter V6, making 293 horsepower, or a plug-in hybrid system producing 375 horsepower. The longer Grand Cherokee L variant offers additional seating, with the V6 offering 19 city 26 highway mpg and the FEV achieving 56 mpg combined. Consumer Reports doesn't provide a specific reliability score for the 2025 Grand Cherokee, but the Wrangler, which shares some components, scored just 27 JD Power rates. The 2025 Grand Cherokee's quality and reliability is average with 80 out of 100. But this doesn't tell the whole story. The Grand Cherokee has shown susceptibility to severe early life failures across multiple systems. One owner reported a brand new 2025 Summit Reserve with under 6,000 miles, experiencing multiple severe issues: water leaks from the sunroof and microphone vent, a distinct musty odor, malfunctioning air suspension causing the vehicle to dip, and complete loss of power while driving. Where throttle and brake control shut off, this vehicle required a new catalytic converter starter alternator batteries and an entire new transmission after spending over 120 days in the repair shop. Another owner reported a new 2025 model stopping completely after only 800 miles. These aren't isolated incidents, but part of a pattern of catastrophic early failures. Transmission problems are widespread, including rough shifting, delayed engagement, and complete failure, often linked to faulty software or turquoise converter issues. A critical recall affects over 338,000 2021 to 2023 models due to a suspension pinch bolt defect that can lead to wheel separation, clunking noises, steering instability, and uneven tire wear. While this recall pertains to earlier models, it indicates systemic vulnerability in suspension design. Common air suspension problems include compressor failure, worn struts and shocks, damaged air springs, and leaks within the quadra-lift system. Electrical system malfunctions are common, showing up as unexplained warning lights, complete instrument cluster failures, and infotainment systems that require resets or shut off randomly. A recall for rear-view camera module software issue affects 2024 models, potentially extending to 2025 owners. Complain about worse steering and handling, ever describing the vehicle as feeling like moving a rock with zigzagging behavior on the freeway and difficulty maintaining lane presence. Kelley Blue Book shows mixed owner sentiment for the Grand Cherokee L, with 57% recommending it and reliability identified as its weakest point. The recurring theme of lost power while driving and complete powertrain replacements at extremely low mileage suggests serious quality control issues. This presents significant risk for consumers as the probability of experiencing major debilitating breakdowns early in ownership appears unacceptably high. Number 13, Chevrolet Vega. The Chevrolet Vega from the 1970s serves as a historical example of a car that was fundamentally flawed from the beginning. With a fuel economy of 20 to 30 mpg, it seemed appealing on paper, but the 2.3-liter aluminum block engine was considered an engineering disaster. It suffered from chronic overheating due to poor cooling system design, leading to warped cylinder heads that caused oil leaks and eventual engine failure. The Vega burned through oil faster than gas, according to some owners, with excessive oil consumption being a constant problem. The timing belt covers were rust-prone and would crumble prematurely beyond engine problems. The car was notorious for rapid body rust. With rust eating through panels quickly if parked outdoors, owners frequently experienced constant rattling, overheating, and being stranded due to breakdowns. The widespread nature of problems led owners to quickly learn the necessity of keeping a toolbox in the trunk just to keep the car running. The Vega demonstrates how fundamental design flaws and inadequate material choices can lead to catastrophic early life failures. This shows that cars failing before 40,000 miles isn't a new phenomenon. Poor initial design, unsuitable materials like the aluminum block with cooling problems and rust-prone body panels, and rushed production can create vehicles that are unreliable from day one. Number 12, Ford Bronco Sport. The Bronco Sport is a compact SUV designed to offer rugged styling and off-road capability. However, it's been identified among troubled models due to documented fire risks, while specific details about the nature or prevalence of these fire risks aren't fully detailed. The mention of such a severe safety concern places it firmly in the category of vehicles requiring caution. Fire risks represent critical safety and reliability concerns, indicating potential for catastrophic failure that could endanger occupants and result in total vehicle loss. Any vehicle with documented fire hazards should be approached with extreme caution, as this represents one of the most serious types of automotive defects possible. Number 11, Infiniti QX50. The Infiniti QX50 is a luxury crossover SUV that aims to deliver reliability, performance, and luxury. However, it's cited among troubled models for luxury letdowns. The vehicle reportedly fails to deliver on its promises of reliability, performance, and luxury. While exact details of the letdowns aren't provided, its inclusion in lists of vehicles that fail to deliver where it matters most suggests significant early dissatisfaction. This categorization as a troubled model with luxury letdowns implies significant early dissatisfaction and potential for unexpected problems that undermine the premium ownership experience, possibly leading to early repair needs or desire to replace the vehicle. The fact that a luxury vehicle fails to meet basic expectations is particularly concerning given the premium prices paid. Number 10, Chevrolet Equinox GMC Terrain 2010 to 2017. These popular compact SUVs from General Motors were equipped with a 2.4-liter Ecotec engine that had widespread reliability problems. Throughout GM's lineup, the engine suffered from defective piston rings that allowed oil to leak into unintended areas. This fundamental flaw resulted in excessive oil consumption and significant engine damage. These issues affected models produced from 2011 to 2019 and often led to catastrophic engine failures. The defective piston rings represent a basic manufacturing defect that should have been caught during quality control, but instead made it into hundreds of thousands of vehicles. The problem of high oil consumption and subsequent engine damage significantly increases the risk of premature engine failure, often requiring costly engine replacements well before 40,000 miles. The widespread nature of this problem across multiple model years and vehicle lines shows how a single defective component can affect reliability across an entire manufacturer's lineup. This demonstrates the importance of understanding which engines and components have known issues before purchasing any vehicle. Number 9, 2015 Chrysler 200. The 2015 Chrysler 200 represents one of the most problematic vehicles in terms of early reliability. One owner explicitly stated that the vehicle was in the shop longer than they actually drove it. This represents an extreme case of unreliability where the car spent more time broken than working. This particular vehicle experienced severe engine issues requiring an engine replacement. But immediately after this costly $5,000 repair, the car developed significant transmission problems. This indicates a cascading series of major failures at very low mileage, where fixing one major component leads to the discovery or development of problems with another major system. The direct testimony of extensive and costly engine and transmission failures serves as clear evidence of a model prone to significant issues well before reaching 40,000 miles. The fact that expensive repairs led to additional major problems suggests fundamental quality control issues across multiple vehicle systems. Number 8, Fiat 500. Fiat models sold in the USA, including the 500, have been observed by mechanics dumping oil and having transmission issues at 30,000 miles. This direct observation from automotive repair professionals indicates a pattern of critical component failures at exceptionally low mileage for these compact city cars. The explicit mention of oil leaks and transmission problems at just 30,000 miles points to high likelihood of early and costly repairs for critical powertrain components, leading to significant inconvenience and expense for owners. When automotive professionals who work on cars daily identify specific models as problematic, it carries significant weight as evidence of reliability issues. The combination of oil leaks and transmission problems represents failures in two of the most critical vehicle systems. These aren't minor issues that can be ignored, but major problems that can lead to complete vehicle breakdown if not addressed promptly and expensively. Number 7, Land Rover. Range Rover 2010 to 2012 Land Rover. Range Rover models, particularly from the 2010 to 2012 generation, have been described as universally terrible and very unreliable in their early lifespan, specifically within the first 20,000 miles. When these vehicles experience problems, they break badly rather than having minor issues that can be easily fixed. Common issues include premature timing chain breaks and frequent coolant leaks. Timing chain failure can cause catastrophic engine damage, requiring complete engine replacement. Coolant leaks can lead to overheating and engine damage if not caught early. These vehicles are associated with exceptionally high maintenance costs, estimated at $18,569 over 10 years. The Range Rover carries extremely high risk of major expensive breakdowns occurring very early in ownership, leading to substantial financial strain and frequent vehicle unavailability. The luxury SUV market segment often sees vehicles with complex systems that are more prone to failure, but the Range Rover from this generation represents an extreme example of unreliability. Number 6, Jaguar X, Type 2002 to 2005. The Jaguar X-Type was never really known for reliability throughout its production run models. From 2002 to 2005, equipped with the AJV6 engine, frequently suffered from valve timing problems and oil leaks. These aren't minor maintenance issues, but significant problems that affect engine performance and longevity. Owners consistently faced big repair bills to keep these vehicles operational. The valve timing problems can cause poor performance, reduced fuel economy, and eventual engine damage if not addressed. The oil leaks create ongoing maintenance needs and can lead to engine damage if oil levels drop too low. Beyond engine problems, these Jaguars exhibited issues with transmissions, engine and cooling systems brakes, suspension, and electronics, including displays and multimedia systems. This represents failures across virtually every major vehicle system, making ownership extremely expensive and frustrating. The X-Type presents high likelihood of experiencing early mechanical and electrical failures, which translate into significant and recurring repair expenses. The complex nature of luxury vehicle systems means that when problems occur, they're often expensive to diagnose and repair. Number 5, Nissan Sentra 2012 to 2015. The Nissan Sentra from these model years is particularly notorious for having some of these most frequent automatic transmission problems in the automotive industry. The Sentra came with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine making 130 horsepower, paired with a CVT continuously variable transmission. Consumer reports highlighted poor reliability rating driven by major transmission issues. One 2013 Sentra owner reported transmission failed catastrophically while driving, leaving fluid and metal bits on the road. This represents one of the most serious types of transmission failure, where the unit literally comes apart while the vehicle is in motion. The combination of the 1.8-liter engine and CVT transmission is also described as relentlessly noisy, making daily driving unpleasant even when the transmission is working properly. The CVT design in these Sentras proved particularly problematic, with failures often occurring without warning. The prevalence of catastrophic transmission failure at low mileage poses significant risk of being stranded and incurring extremely costly repairs. Well before 40,000 miles, transmission replacement can cost several $1,000s, often approaching or exceeding the value of the vehicle itself. Number 4. Mini Cooper pre-2015. Older Mini Cooper models, particularly those produced before 2015, are consistently identified by automotive shops as among vehicles requiring the most repairs. This indicates high frequency of mechanical and electrical issues that require professional intervention, often beginning early in the vehicle's life. The high frequency of repairs suggests that pre-2015 Mini Coopers are prone to numerous issues from early stages, leading to significant inconvenience and accumulating repair costs. When automotive professionals who see hundreds of different vehicles identify specific models as problem-prone, it indicates real reliability issues. While Mini Coopers are known for their distinctive styling and fun driving characteristics, the reality of ownership often involves frequent trips to the repair shop and high maintenance costs. The complexity of BMW-derived systems in a small package appears to create reliability challenges. Number 3. Audi A4, A6 with 2.0-liter engine. Most Audi and Volkswagen models, specifically with the 2.0-liter engine, are frequently listed among cars requiring the most repairs in automotive shops. Audi's advanced engineering and complex technology contribute to high maintenance costs estimated at $13,222 over 10 years. This indicates that even at early mileages, these vehicles can incur substantial repair expenses due to intricate engineering and problematic design of their engines and associated systems. The 2.0-liter engine appears to have specific vulnerabilities that lead to frequent repairs. Owners face prospect of frequent and expensive repairs, even at early mileage, largely due to complexity of engineering and specific engine issues. The sophisticated technology that makes these vehicles appealing also makes them more prone to expensive failures. Number 2. BMW 3 Series 5 Series 2007 to 2012. BMW models from 2007 to 2012, particularly those with N47 diesel N20 and N26 engines, were prone to premature timing chain wear, which could lead to catastrophic engine destruction. Repairs for these engine failures often cost thousands of dollars, representing some of the most expensive automotive repairs possible. BMW also faced problems with coolant pumps that posed fire risk, leading to recalls for thousands of vehicles. The combination of timing chain failure and fire risk from coolant pumps represents serious safety and reliability concerns. The brand generally incurs high maintenance costs, estimated at $19,312 over 10 years. Owners face high risk of catastrophic engine failures, fire hazards, and very high repair costs, often attributable to specific engine design flaws that show up at early mileages. The N47 diesel engine timing chain problems were so severe they could cause complete engine destruction, requiring full replacement. Number 1. Kia Optima Hyundai Sonata 2011 to 2019. The Kia Optima and Hyundai Sonata from 2011 to 2019 were equipped with Theta-2 engines that had serious problems, representing one of the most widespread automotive defects in recent history. A critical manufacturing defect allowed metal pieces to enter these engines, leading to numerous instances of vehicles stopping abruptly while driving. The common solution for these failures was installation of a whole new engine. This issue was so widespread, it prompted major recalls affecting 1.6 million cars. The scale of this problem represents one of the largest automotive defects in terms of vehicles affected and severity of consequences. Owners faced high risk of sudden catastrophic engine failure, often at low mileage, necessitating expensive engine replacement and posing significant safety concerns due to unexpected loss of power while driving. The metal debris from manufacturing contaminated the engines, causing internal damage that couldn't be repaired, only replaced. The Theta 2 engine problems demonstrate how manufacturing defects can affect hundreds of thousands of vehicles when quality control fails. The sudden nature of these failures, where vehicles would simply stop running while being driven, represents one of the most dangerous types of automotive defects possible. Looking at all these vehicles together, we can see some clear patterns emerging across the automotive industry that help explain why so many modern cars are experiencing early failures. Powertrain vulnerabilities consistently show up as primary failure points. Engines exhibit problems like head gasket failures, premature timing chain wear, excessive oil consumption, and internal damage from manufacturing debris. Transmissions, including CVTs and dual clutch units, frequently fail with issues ranging from hard shifts to complete failure. Electronic system glitches are another widespread problem. Advanced infotainment systems, driver assist technologies, and complex electrical networks cause frequent consumer complaints, ranging from minor annoyances like freezing screens to critical safety concerns like blank rearview cameras and sudden loss of power. The integration of sophisticated software and hardware into vehicles often leads to frustrating user experiences and unexpected repair needs. The data strongly shows that first-year models of new generations carry disproportionately higher reliability risks. Consumers buying these early models essentially become guinea pigs for manufacturers to identify and resolve production bugs. The high incidence of early failures in recent models, like the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, 2025 Kia K5, and 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, suggests automotive development cycles may be accelerating faster than robust testing and quality assurance can keep up. This trend effectively shifts risk burden from manufacturers to consumers who pay premium prices for vehicles that may require extensive early repairs. The traditional expectation of reliability from a new car is being undermined by the desire for cutting-edge features and enhanced efficiency versus proven durability that comes with mature vehicle designs. Luxury brands and high-performance variants, while offering advanced features, frequently show disproportionately higher risk of early expensive repairs due to complex engineering and specialized costly parts. Brands like BMW, Land Rover, Jaguar, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and others consistently appear on lists of highest maintenance costs, often with early reliability issues. The pursuit of peak performance or cutting-edge luxury often comes at expense of simplicity and long-term durability. Particularly in initial ownership years, consumers considering luxury or high-performance vehicles must factor in significantly higher true cost of ownership due to anticipated likelihood of early expensive repairs for these segments. Extended warranties become less of an option and more of practical necessity. For consumers seeking to avoid vehicles prone to early reliability issues, several strategies are crucial. First, consult multiple independent reliability reports from sources like Consumer Reports and J.D. Power, while cross-referencing with direct owner feedback from forums and review platforms. This multifaceted approach provides more nuanced understanding of real-world dependability. Second, research specific model years. For known issues, paying attention to models with significant redesigns, as these often carry higher initial risks. Third, use NOTS's database to check for recalls and complaints by VIN number. Fourth, search for technical service bulletins related to models under consideration, as TSBAs indicate known problems even without safety recalls. Fifth, understand manufacturer warranty coverage, including limitations for second owners. Basic and powertrain warranty terms can vary significantly between manufacturers, and understanding what's covered is essential for managing potential repair costs. For high-risk vehicles, comprehensive pre-purchase inspections by independent trusted mechanics are invaluable. Such inspections can uncover existing or pending issues not apparent during brief test drives. Considering extended warranties is prudent, particularly for models with documented early life issues or brands historically associated with high repair costs. A pragmatic approach often involves choosing models that have been on the market for several years, allowing initial bugs to be identified and resolved by manufacturers. This offers more refined and reliable products than brand new redesigns, ultimately prioritizing brands and models with consistent reliability track records, even if they lack flashiest features or highest performance, can lead to greater long-term satisfaction and predictable ownership costs. The true value of any vehicle extends far beyond initial purchase, price, aesthetic, appeal, or horsepower figures. It's fundamentally rooted in overall ownership experience, which is profoundly influenced by reliability and predictable costs. A dependable vehicle provides not just transportation, but invaluable peace of mind, freeing owners from constant worry about unexpected breakdowns and repair bills. The contemporary automotive market is characterized by relentless innovation and dynamic shifts in reliability trends. Manufacturers are under pressure to introduce new technologies quickly, sometimes at the expense of thorough testing and quality assurance to navigate this successfully. Consumers must remain informed, exercise caution, and prioritize durability as core purchasing criteria. By diligently researching potential purchases, scrutinizing reported issues, understanding manufacturer actions like recalls and TSBs, and learning from other owners' experiences, individuals can make choices leading to greater satisfaction while avoiding significant financial and emotional burdens associated with early vehicle failures. The key is looking beyond marketing claims and initial appeal to understand real-world reliability before making this major financial commitment. By diligently researching potential purchases, scrutinizing reported issues, understanding manufacturer actions like recalls and technical service bulletins, and learning from other owners' experiences, individuals can make choices leading to greater satisfaction while avoiding significant financial and emotional burdens associated with early vehicle failures. The key is looking beyond marketing claims and initial appeal to understand real-world reliability before making this major financial commitment. Taking the time to read expert reviews, analyze long-term ownership reports, and even consulting trusted mechanics can further empower consumers to make informed decisions. Additionally, considering factors like resale value, cost of ownership, and parts availability can help ensure that the chosen vehicle continues to meet expectations for years to come. Being thorough and patient during the research process not only safeguards one's investment, but also contributes to a safer and more enjoyable driving experience, ultimately providing peace of mind and confidence in the chosen vehicle.